Hey, Dexter Lake, Vinny here, bringing you today's daily devotion. I'm really excited about this one. It's a continuation from last Wednesday. I didn't intend for this to happen, but it just worked out, and I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to talk about this board again. Is what I'm going to get back to this board, the same one from last week. But before that, if you watch Pastor Paul's message on Sunday, there was something that struck me, caught my attention. And I would encourage you to go back and watch the message. It's really good. But if you scroll to the 49-minute mark, you'll see that Pastor talks about David becoming angry with God. All right? And what it's referring to is 2 Samuel 6:8, and it says, "And David became angry because of the Lord's outbreak against Uzzah." Now, what was happening at this time, just a quick, I'm not going to tell much about the story, but they're moving the ark. Right, and David's doing a good thing. He's doing the right thing. He's trying to do everything right and pleasing to God. And things were mishandled. The ark was mishandled. Uzzah touched the ark, and God struck him down dead. Well, Uzzah had to have been friends with David. They had to know each other pretty well and probably spend a lot of time together for them to be in that close proximity during what they were doing. So anger came upon David. He was sad. He was tore up. He didn't expect it. He's thinking, God, I'm doing this great thing for you, and you kill my friend. You kill Uzzah in front of us. Now we don't know what to do. We're scared, right? So when I talk about this, or I thought about this, and my thoughts went to how many times God doesn't do what I think he should do. And I can get upset, and I can get frustrated, and I can get angry sometimes, right? The reason why we do that is because we expect God to act in a manner that we expect him to. And so often he doesn't. We've all experienced this. When we pray for things, we generally pray for good things. We want health for our family. We want great relationships for all of our friends and family. We want friends and family to fall in love, be happily ever after, and that sort of thing. We want good paying jobs to take care of all of our responsibilities. All of those things are good. And when we pray for them, and maybe someone gets sick, or maybe there's a divorce, or maybe someone loses a job, and we wonder why. We wonder, when those happen to us, we wonder why it's happened to us. We wonder why it's happening to good people. Well, honestly, the reason is that we get upset and angry is because we expect God to do certain things. And when he doesn't, it upsets our balance. Okay, I want to go back to this wood. Like I said, I would. Did you see that coming? So with this piece of wood, think of what happened to it from last week. A chainsaw cut it down. It went through a sawmill to get rough sawn. It went through a planer, a joiner, a table saw, a miter saw, a sander to become this useful piece of wood that it became. All right. Every one of those times when I talked about it last week was about the fingerprints that were put all over this to become what it is, God's fingerprints, right? Well, think of all those times for this board to get here. Every one of those processes were violent. It ripped at the board, ripped at the log to become what it is. Every one of them was violent. And if this board is an example of us, and all those things tear at us and rip at us and feels like it's ripping us down, obviously we're not going to like it. We don't like the pain. We don't like the physical pain, the emotional pain, the confusion. We don't like any of that, and we can get angry. Well, I just want to encourage you to keep trusting God. If you're going through something rough right now, keep trusting God. His outcome will be better than what you can imagine. And, I really wish I could take all the pain and discomfort away from you. I really wish I could. But the reality is God can do it better than I can. God sees things better than we do. So I want to encourage you to stay strong, stay connected to God. Don't turn your back on him, because all the things that hurt in our life, they will end up being for the good. I love you all, Dexter Lake. Thank you for watching this, and I hope this is an encouragement, and I hope you have a great day.